Graham, can I have you for 5 seconds, please, just so you can check if my voice can be heard. Sometimes I stream without my voice being heard.
Okay, I'll leave the parking, guys.
Alright, that's... Thank you, mate. Good luck, man, and congrats on organising such a good race.
Thanks, mate, thanks. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, Kareem.
Right, testing. 1, 2. Test. Right, here we go. I will set the race to one lap right now.
Can you check if my voice can be heard in the screen?
Let me check right now. Testing.
Test.
It's good.
Okay.
Right, so I'm setting the laps count to 1, and that's how we do our test race. Okay. Here we go. Let me copy the link. This is, yeah. Right, welcome along, everybody.
For now, this is still a practice session, right?
Indeed, so at 30 I'm going to start it, so I'll just remind him, please join.
Okay.
See. Alright, that's sweet, so we are going to commence the qualifying. Oh wait, no, not with me in it, God's sake. We are going to commence the qualifying. So good luck, everybody. Here we go. It's going to be a good one.
Yes. And Marco just spinned it right before the tunnel. Oh my god, he was on a good lap. No, I'm joking.
Oh dear.
Well, actually, he really binned it.
So 15-minute quali here, ladies and gents. See who's the first to blink. Everyone trying to leave as soon as possible. Yes. And it's Yassi_Prez in the Lebanon liveried Porsche 911. Very, very fast young man is Prez. Achieved runner-up position at the TGR MENA Cup. Very talented.
Exactly.
Very talented.
And also very promising contender for the future, or like for this year's championship.
Indeed. Just behind we got TX3 Vicomte, driver for Virtual Drivers by TX3. We have not heard of him so much recently, but no doubt he can give us a good show because he's been TX3 believing in him. Then behind we got ERS Maka 27. Fast driver, underrated fast driver, but not really had the chance to demonstrate his true potential in the GT World Series because he focused on leagues. Behind we got Distinct Marco, very fast driver. Then behind we got Fabio Power. I drove exactly with that livery for the World Series, the Apple one, beautiful.
The one which Fabio Power is using right now?
The previous season it was the Fuji Dynamic Weather.
Ah, I see.
Azerbai's Apple livery. Looks beautiful, but Fabio Power, very young, only 15 years old, a very bright, promising talent for the future. Great. Behind that we have McLaren World finalist Konstantinos Konstantin with his beautiful lag. Beautiful. He really knows his McLaren like the back of his hand. This is his trademark car. Let's see what he can do. Behind him we got ERT Iqbal, the Malaysian #1. Behind that VQS Matthew. VQS Matthew, very talented pad player, one of the best, if not the best pad players on the game at the moment. Very talented in high downforce. Behind that we got Rami Azam, very famous, well, let's say very famous karting instructor. Behind them we got Nissan world finalist Mikail Estevez. Seriously underrates himself and is still on the PS4, but I expect big things from him with his Nissan. Behind that we got the owner, Karim Sharif, Lambo P1 bish.
The Lamborghini merchant.
Indeed. Behind we have KC_Wahoo, and as he bends it on the first corner. I was gonna say, considering his low DR has quite a lot of talent actually, I think he should start boosting it as he passes the first corner. And last but not least we got M&T Swizzy, a driver from Finland, who shows real promise to be honest, but just needs to increase his driver racing.
And we've got another person here, which is TX3J North, who is using the BMW M6 here. And who is also representing for TX3 in this race.
Yeah,
we've
indeed.
also seen him in some quite positive lobbies in his region, of course. So this field is quite mixed. Like we have people from all over the world, like mainly from EMEA, but we also have a person, or like 2 players, I believe, from the Asia region, and then some other players from the American region. So it's going to be really interesting to see, in my opinion.
Likewise.
And also about Iqbal, the driver from Malaysia. What also needs to be added here is last year he won the Toyota Velocity Championship, which gave him the spot for the the Toyota Asia
Racing Cup,
I believe. Yes. And he also showed a really promising performance on the last Manufacturers Cup race here recently, where he was driving for Mazda. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the qualifying session here. Where Contra already sets the pace here with a 44.1.
Indeed, a very good lap time for the McLaren. This car is its trademark, so I don't expect anything less from him, to be honest. Let's see if anyone else can improve as he goes a little bit wide. So looking at the field, the field is actually quite mixed today. We got a large variety of GT3 cars. We got Porsches, McLarens, Nissans, a couple of Mercedes-Benz. It's going to be really interesting to see how the cars, because this is a very long race, it promises to be about 2 hours long, fuel and tyre wear critical factors. It's going to be very interesting to see how the different brands, how they respond to the fuel and tyre wear.
Exactly.
Very interesting.
And also, as this race is going to be a really long race, so pretty much an endurance race here, the strategy is going to be the key for this race here. So, even though you may overtake some of the other guys in the first lap, it doesn't mean that you already won the race in the first lap. So, of course, the qualifying session is going to be pretty crucial, but even if you didn't really make your lap here, everything's still open for the race.
Yeah, that's what I love about 2-hour enduros. So it's
quite fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you don't really need to push for, like, like setting qualifying laps for a certain amount of time. But then you also have to try to manage your tire compound, also like your fuel consumption, so that you can also make it, till the end of the race. And as for this race, each competitor has to use each tire compound. So the hard, medium, and soft tire compound.
Indeed. And as VQS Hyper's Mikail Estevez goes pole with 1 minute 44.161, a very strong lap for the 18 Nissan. For some reason nobody chose the 2013 Nissan. Much to our surprise, after a massive 2% power nerf this week, it's still proven to be a very competitive car indeed, but it's nice to see a slightly more uncommon choice of Nissan is doing so well here.
I guess the reason why we haven't been seeing any 13 GTRs here is because, as this car is quite old, I don't think Nissan is able to produce any car of that generation, so they only were able to offer the 18 GTR instead.
Indeed.
And with here, Hyper's goes to P1, slightly ahead of Consta here, but we have a VQS P1 and P2 right now. And with Matthew, the other VPS with a P4.
Nice work. Oh, and it is purple as we speak with the BMW M6. BMW M6, a very underrated little car in my opinion. It's a very satisfying one to drive, but has been lacking a little bit of BOP recently, a little bit of representation in the live events. No disrespect to Oha Yogurt praising the Red Bull car, but we'll see what they've got in store for us.
I know with Pierre Press is also starting his next lap. He's also on his 5th lap right now. 8 minutes left, like approximately 8 minutes left for the session here. So we're going to start the race.
VQS 123.
Yeah. With a really good lap from Matthew, to be honest.
Indeed, with that BMW, which is just... I don't know what it quite is. Is it the setup? Is it the values? But just still not quite the same grade as the Nissan or even the McLaren around here. So Matthew's really doing a very good job indeed.
The M6 is not a bad car, but I think it depends on the track itself. Like, if that track has many low-speed corners, the M6 is going to struggle due to the lack of traction it has. But if a track has like high-speed corners or like even middle-speed corners, this car is going to shine, as this car can carry a lot of speed for that section. And we are also using the softer tire component, which also helps the M6.
Indeed, and yeah, it's quite critical if the VQS Matthew gets a good qualifying lap in, because I think it's not an unknown secret about the BMW M6 that it does struggle on fuel and tyre consumption, so it'd be really ideal if Matthew can get as much of an advantage as possible in this situation.
Exactly. And also, if we're also looking at the back of the grid here so far, like Uohu, which actually showed a promising time earlier in the practice session, is still on the last position here. Fortunately, he has to serve a time penalty here, it seems like. Maybe he can set a good lap afterwards, but let's see. Let's see.
I'm rooting for him. These are big underdog. As Constantinos does a 43.9 in the McLaren, that is a very sorted lap indeed.
Yeah, that's an amazing lap. The fastest lap time we have seen so far, right?
Indeed. 2 tenths purple, and as Mateus there has a half-second track limit penalty. Yeah, not Grand Valley Highway. It's been quite controversial amongst the community, but one little downside I think is the, let's say, unpredictability of the track limits. But that it's only the first few days we're all learning the limits of this course. And I have to say, Mikail, I don't know about you, but I'm really digging this scenery. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you the same question. What's your thoughts about the new track? If I'm pretty honest, of course, like, once you grew up with the older Gran Turismo games, you're still feeling attached to the older Gran Turismo, like, to the older Grand Valley layout. So I can understand the part of the community where they're like, yeah, I miss we still have like this part of the section here, or like if the environment would have been the same still. But in my opinion, this track turned out to be such a great location, like with such a great environment, especially if you're having a look at the ocean right next to the track. It looks stunning, it looks astonishing. And for the open lobbies, you can use this track perfectly just to cruise around, especially here on the final corner, or like before you enter the final bridge. Such an amazing track.
Yeah, lots of escape potential, all these viaducts and bridges. I've been driving around late in the evening, not really because I want to improve my skills around here, but just to take some nice photographs with the Group 3 cars. It's really an enjoyable experience driving around here. I think it was quite difficult for Polyphony to redesign the track in a modern way, and at first I thought it was a little bit too narrow, but I actually am really impressed with how nicely it flows, this track with Group 3 cars. I don't know if you share the same really thoughts, Mikail.
Yeah, clearly does. I mean, we could still see that, like, if you're having a look on Fabio Power, for example, as he's driving through Sector 2 right now, the most part of the track is still the same compared to the older Grand Valley layout. However, only the environment has to change, and also like the flow of the corners has been altered ever so slightly. But you're still having the same feeling of, hey, this is Grand Valley when you're driving through each corner here. So yeah, hopefully the community or like even the competitors can also start to like it even more when the time passes by. But I'm sure they will.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. And by the way, I just noticed we got quite a decent chat in here. Thank you very much all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. It's not that often I get so many viewers in here, and also I'd like to thank ERS Maka, Chris Brew, Bradley Tarrant, Mario Nikolov, and Baptiste Beauvoir. Thank you so much for subscribing, guys. Really do appreciate it. This is going to be a very fun race. 2 hours, lots of strategy. Lots of different approaches to this one. I'm really looking forward to it, and so far it's looking like VQS supremacy, but can we see potentially an upset in the field? I wonder if someone here is struggling a little bit at quali pace, but is it going to be able to give us a surprising result starting a little bit further back but utilising the race pace? Now, Mikail, who do you predict to win here? Who do you think is going to... who's looking good for this race?
In my opinion, it's going to be a pretty difficult decision to predict who's going to win the race, because in my opinion we have a field with lots of really competitive driving ability. For example, like we have Conster, Hypers, who have been part of the World Finals last year. But we also have like the other young potential drivers here, such as Matthew, Chris, Hizal, and when you're also doing a race, you should never underestimate anyone on the grid. So especially if we're talking about an endurance race here, lots of things may happen here. So I don't want to predict who's going to win this race. But what about you, Max?
That's a very good question, right? I'm just looking at what the car's strengths and weaknesses are. McLaren, not so much on fuel, but definitely by far the best on tyres on this grid. Nissan, interesting. Probably the same issue with the McLaren. Very strong tyres, but maybe a little bit lacking on the fuel consumption. I'm expecting this Porsche to be on absolute steroids during this endurance race. Fuel, tyre wear, tractions, versatility, and Fabio gets a 1 second penalty there. Spear. I've got high hopes for the Porsches here, in all honesty. So if we can see Fabio Power, even Prez and I go back quite far now, like over 2 years. He introduced me to this wonderful Gran Turismo community, so as much as I love Constance, he's my ex-boss, Prez has got the machinery behind him to perform here, and I can't predict it either, to be honest, Mikael. This grid is so condensed, such a high average skill level. I'm really looking forward to watching this one.
That's good to hear. So maybe you have a little favoritism towards Press here?
No, a little bit. Okay, no, I have to be as impartial as possible. Anyone could win this, but I expect the Porsches to do really well due to their car.
And also, just recently, Preston managed to improve his time to a .950, improving his time by 8 thousandths of a second. Really tight qualifying position here, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Like let's say the top 9 separated by only 7 tenths. Considering this is a league race, and might I add as well, the top 5 within 3 tenths a second for a league race, which was organised with quite short notice. This is really impressive how condensed the gaps are. It's really wonderful to see how, during this time when lots of people are having different approaches to learning the layout, everyone has such a high skill level and talent. Yeah, it's really impressive from everyone.
I completely agree with you here. I'm also trying to watch Uru's lap here, as he still hasn't set a really good lap time so far, but he's about to finish sector 2 here, and hopefully he can improve his lap time here.
Let's see if I... Oh, hang on. Rami's had a bit of a problem. Karim, that's interesting. Oh, that's a shame. I thought Lamborghini in qualifying been very strong traction, acceleration, brakes, everything. Lacking a little bit on top speed, and then of course managing the tyres in that Lamborghini has been very difficult. So, yeah, it's looking like a tall order for Karim to advance the grid here with his Lamborghini's. Let's say how. The actual tyre wear on the Lamborghini is actually quite good, but it's very difficult to manage it in a consistent manner, and this is a 2-hour race where consistency and quality is king. So yeah, it's a shame for my underdog who didn't quite set a qualifying lap, but It's an improvement nonetheless. Very, very good for him.
Yeah, that's true. Still P14, but he managed to close down the gap to P14, like to Catfish.
Yeah, that's a very good effort, considering this is, of course, this is his first. I think one of his first. I think this is the hardest race he's ever been in, if I'm brutally honest. No disrespect to him, but yeah. So this is our. We're obviously going to announce the grid order when we finish the test race. But in pole we got Konstantinos, Matteo, Fabio, Carl, Matthew, Maka. I'm so sorry, I don't know Mr. Vicomte's first name, but we'll say Mr. Vicomte, Iqbal, Marco, Oliver, Rami, Jay, Karim, Wahoo, and us spectating. So yeah. Now we're gonna start.
The two of us, we are P15, P16.
Yeah, beautiful.
Have a great comeback here, right?
Yeah, I got a great comeback. I even chose the right car if I wanted to do a last to first with how good the Ford is. But yeah, I will just briefly do just take some screenshots of the order.
Because the last car I've used so far was Plymouth Superbird. And I doubt it can compete against the other GT3 cars here.
Nice. The car I recently bought was the 1973 Porsche Carrera RS, and within seconds of looking through the liveries, I found I don't know if you played Need for Speed 2015, Mikail, but Magnus Walker's white, blue, and red car. Oh, it just brought back memories when I was 11 years old. So playing that game. So yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Anyway, we're gonna do the 1 lap test race. So yeah, this is just grab a sandwich, grab a Coke or something. This will be an interesting race. We'll just get this admin stuff out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loading times are a little. 18,000 kilometers in the McLaren. I did not know Consta drove that car that much, but it's just proof is in the pudding with how talented he is with this McLaren, making this car work greatly.
And also, as McLaren is his favorite manufacturer here, so I can also imagine him driving this car a lot.
Indeed. Got Hypers with the new Nissan. It will be an interesting one. And we got the Porsche. I'm still digging that Apple livery on the Porsche 911. In all honesty.
Maybe give the Porsche the necessary boost in order to qualify itself for P3.
Yeah, when I drove this livery, I think it was the Fuji Dynamic race, I only did 1 slot, but it must have been the Apple computer livery which gave me a distinct 50 horsepower advantage on Rossetti. It was crazy, the Porsche in this lap. I think Porsche just in general it's just such a versatile and agile car, and is very good in everything in the consumptions section, so I'm really hopeful that Porsche do well. And of course we got Perez has a little problem.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I think we have to spectate a glitch.
Oh no. Okay, well, let's just finish this test race and then we'll see if the glitch comes again, Mikail. Yeah, so Gran Turismo 7, although it's been out for a year, is still far for lots of imperfections and blemishes with the online mode, but it is what it is. Thankfully, I'm the one live streaming, so we're at least able to see the guys on track. But yeah, we'll hopefully that issue subsides as soon as possible.
Oh wait, you're able to switch it?
Yeah, it's perfect for me, Mikail.
Okay, because for myself it doesn't work, unfortunately. Then maybe it works for you.
Oh, Mercedes, nice one from Hypers. I'm curious to see how the Mercedes-Benz do. I think it's very good all-rounder, very basic car to drive, but a lot of the world finalists, when I have a look on Twitter, they're all commenting how much talent you need to really extract the last couple tenths in that car. So I'll be very interested to see how these people do, who perhaps do not have so much experience with the Mercedes-Benz, but I think this will be quite a good combination for them because of the the traction, the acceleration, just the versatility and basically just ease of driving. But the Mercedes-Benz does struggle a little bit on tyres, so I'll be very interested to see how they do relative to the field.
Same here.
So, 60 laps. Oh my goodness. If this was Northern Isle Speedway Fun Lobby, this would be fair, but oh dear. 60 laps.
Oh dear me.
Sorry guys, I haven't been really reading the chat recently just because I got a little bit of a stream delay on my phone, but guys, I really appreciate you watching. I know I respect it will be quite difficult to watch the whole 2 hours, but we really appreciate you even being here for this qualifying, so really
we
good.
will also try to give it our best to try to keep you guys entertained.
Yeah, so last time I did commentary was over 2 years ago for GT Community Championship. We had Valerio, we had Giorgio, we had Quinton, we had basically every Today World finalist doing those couple rounds which Prez organised. And because I was going to race, but my team boss at the time, this was eMonaco_Robin, he told me it is so immoral to drive a championship which you organise. So that's why I was commentating back in the day. So yeah, as the guy said, I have to do practice race format.
Yeah, like for myself, this is also the first time for me commentating a race in general. Like when I was at the live events last year at Salzburg as well as at Monaco, like I've been not really helping, but like joining the German commentary team, but not really commentating the race itself, but more being like there as an expert, if I can say that. But it was more like for this here, like for this time here, it's going to be my first time commentating a race alongside you, which is also a huge pleasure for myself, and yeah, I'm also looking forward to the race as well, and also to commentating it alongside you. Wow,
Mikail, I'm honestly honoured that I was even given the opportunity to commentate with such a idol figure of Gran Turismo at the moment. Like, you've been really our superhero, reporting all these issues, giving feedback to PD, doing critical changes to the balance of performance. You just, in general, I think the game would be really struggling without your input, and I'm incredibly privileged as such a world champion, just such icon of communities. Well, firstly, respects me enough to do this for 2 hours, listen to me waffle for 2 hours. So secondly, just being here with all the guys, so I really appreciate you, mate. So let's set this grid up.
Thank you for your kind words, mate. But it's also thanks to you guys, because I always saw it as a community work, like as a teamwork. And really thank you for your kind words.
Right, this is really embarrassing. How do I sort the grid?
Wait, can you not set it manually?
I can set it manually. People do it before. I just forgot which button to press. Chat. I know we don't have exactly key 25's Mr. Casual chat in here, chat, but if any of you know how to do that, please guide me. It's embarrassing, but yeah.
Wait. I mean, luckily I saved the qualifying results.
Yeah, likewise. So I'll be able to get the correct order. I just need to. Right. Embarrassing, but we'll get there.
Okay, this is great. Wait,
why is my friends doing WhatsApp audit? No. Oh. Actually, how about this to keep this fair for everyone? Get a little bit of practice in. We'll start the race at 0-0. So yeah, 4 minutes interlude. We'll sort that grid out. We'll give everyone a chance to get a snack, and we'll also get this grid sorted out.
I think we also need to write it down so that the guys...
Indeed we do.
Shall I type it?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. So you said 4 minutes of practice, right?
Yeah, we got 3 minutes now, but yeah. Try to get this. Wait, sorry, I'm just gonna have to accept this call from one of the managers. I'll be on mute.
Okay. So maybe you guys can still hear my voice? That's the case? Hello? So how are you guys doing in the chat? Chat, how are you guys doing? All good? From professional commentary to just casual commentary. Easy. Training with Paco. Okay. Yeah, send my regards to him. Kein Bock mehr, Digga. But for real, like, how can we adjust the grid manually? Ah, we should have done this before, actually. Mate, this is really Pepega, man. Ay. Da-da-da-da. Aku. Cool. Geht, was geht. Ah, okay, it's possible to do it. It's not as tight as this one. I see.
Right. After about half an hour, we've got this. Now I need to post the qualifying order.
Shall I tell you the
yeah, please,
order,
Mikail,
or?
please. I'll take me some time, please.
Okay. So at P1 we have Console.
Yep.
At P2 we have Hypers.
Yep.
P3 is Fabio Power.
Indeed.
P4 Press.
Perez.
P5 is Matthew.
Indeed. Wait,
Maka
where's
at
Perez?
P-
Is Perez loaded in? Right. Perez is not loaded in for some weird reason. Okay, no, Perez is here, so...
Yeah.
Wait, no, let me...
Wait, Press at P4.
Press P4, thank you very much.
Matthew at P5.
Matthew P5, thank you very much.
Maka at P6.
Marco P6, thank you very much.
Viconti at P7.
P7, thank you very much.
Iqbal at P8.
About P8, okay.
Marco at P9.
Marco P9.
Twizzy at P10.
Swizzy P10.
Ramster at P11.
Ramster P11.
J-Nord at P12.
J-Nord P12.
Catfish at P13.
Yep.
And Uruhu at P14.
Please remind me, so Maka 6th position.
Excuse me?
EOS underscore Maka 27, just so
Yeah, P6.
P6, thank you very much. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one. Let's see what Maka 27's got. He's got a very good car which can take the tyres very far. This is a very ideal position for Maka to show the community what he's got here. I'm looking forward to him. He's my underdog. He's a very nice guy. English. Legend. So,
just a question, bro. Just going through the grid here. Okay, looks okay.
So yeah,
Because
I'm just
on my
gonna...
screen, Press was still at, what is the P14, so I was a little bit confused.
Oh, no, that's just a stream delay now. So, let's do the honours. So, starting on pole position with a 1 minute 43.95, it's Constantino, and alongside him is his teammate and compatriot world finalist Matteo Esteves. Then it's making the second. It's an all Porsche second row of the grid with Fabio Zoya in P3 alongside with Carl Etienne Mizian. Then on the third row of the BMW M6, it's Matthew Williams. P6 is our good friend EOS underscore Maka 27. Fourth row with the Porsche, I'm very interested to see how he does. TX3 underscore Vicomte, he lines up alongside his Porsche compatriot Iqbal Suji. Then making up it's an all Mercedes-Benz fifth row of the grid with Marco Albertini. Alongside him is our good friend Oliver aka Swizzy. Then another Mercedes-Benz, we've got Rami Azam Starting alongside him is Jason Lefebvre with the BMW M6 GE3. Then on our final row of the grid is Karim Sharif, our manager, so to say. And then making up the final position is our underdog, who has good pace actually. I'll be interested to see how he does from 14th. It's KCR_Wahoo. Okay, brilliant guys. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, let's
Of our Manufacturers Cup violins. Sorry, I don't have them. But anyway, I wish everyone the best of luck.
Good luck, guys.
See.
Oh yeah, let's try to imitate the FIA intro.
No, I can't. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't sing, but oh crap.
I still have to bark.
Oh, hang on. No, we're good. Yeah, no, GT World Series, Salzburg didn't have this magnitude of problems. Oh yeah, the hacker arrived, but we gloss over that.
Yeah, I have to bark now.
Oh damn. I'll take it then. So, light out and away we go for 60 laps of the Grand Valley Highway endurance race. Constantino starting on the soft tyre. Got Matteo starting on the hard. Fabio on the softs, that's interesting, so he's going to try and make up ground as soon as possible. Yassi Press starting on the hards, that's an interesting call. This is the ideal strategy. You want to get as many laps as possible on the softest tyre, so that's why we save them towards the end, basically. Got Matt on the hards, Vicomte on the soft tyre, so he's going to have to make a... And we already have ERS Maka _27 penalty, half-second penalty for the track limits, I assume. But he's on the hard tyre, so that should not damage his start too badly. Got Marco Albertini on the hard tyre, Swizzy on the hards, Rami on the hards. So yeah, everybody except Wahoo on the medium. That's an interesting call starting from back here. I'll just start on the hards, but who am I to judge? Let's watch this race.
And I also heard from some competitors that using the soft tyre compound twice is maybe the fastest strategy we may see today. So we should also keep an eye on that one.
Indeed. Yeah, and the beauty of the endurance races, because one thing that a little criticism I have with the GT World Series at the moment is that we just don't do enough pit stops, honestly. We've never done more than one pit stop in the World Series, so the beauty of a 2-hour endurance race with tyre life, etc, we get such a melange of different strategies. We've got maybe 2-stop, 3-stop, 4-stop. This is exactly what I dig to see, and I hope you guys watching are able to enjoy this and Consta's lag.
So yeah, you were saying that everyone else are using the hot tyre compound now, right?
Indeed, except Wahoo starting on the medium, so wanting to get some fresh air. So everyone bolting off the hards. So we got Math. So we got
So it's like a 60-lap race, and already at the end of lap 1 we're going to get rid of the hard tyre compound.
Interesting. So Yassi presses ball on that soft tyre. Got Hypers on the medium compounded tyre.
Let's see if Press can manage to overtake Hypers at some point during his turn.
Yeah, that'll be pretty easy for him. The Porsche is actually one of the strengths of the Porsche I found is actually the 6th gear and slipstream. I know it's a little bit of an underpowered car in the field, but that Porsche and 6th gear, that's why it's so good at tracks like Nürburgring GP and Spa. That 6th gear is very impressive, so I think Prez will have no issues along with the tyre compound. Got Swizzy, medium. That's interesting. Let's see how the Mercedes-Benz just performs on tyre wear, guys. It's Matthew rage quit. Okay, I see BMW M6 out the race immediately. That's a shame to see, but probably I don't know, a technical fault. Perhaps the DualShock 5's run out of electricity. I don't know what it is, but we still got 13 other people running.
I wonder if something happened to Matthew actually.
It might be a technical problem, might be a problem with the television, might be a problem with the DualShock running out of power. Could probably have, I don't know, family affairs. It's a real shame to see the BMW out the race so early. I was really looking forward to seeing how it performed, but sometimes you can't have everything in life. So you see, so
oh no, mate! I know what this problem is. I think Matthew has a what is it? The pit glitch. Like when
oh my gosh,
he's locked
guys,
on
this
the
is
pit, but he's going to be invisible on the track.
right. You're in contact with Matthew. Can you please text him and ask him if he's still driving, please?
I will try.
Yeah, please. Because chat. Oh, as Perez makes a lovely move on Hypers there. Chat. We've thought about this potential pit glitch problem, and we will do 30 laps of Trial Mountain if the problem is causing too many issues for everyone around us. But yeah, this will be up to Kareem's discretion whether he wants to red flag the race or not. But for now, we continue like normal.
Yes.
So we got Wahoo with a 1 second penalty. That's a real shame. But yeah, that's interesting.
How are the leaders looking like right now?
So let's see. So yeah, 44.4 in the race by Constant.
Yeah, Constant's just pulling away, isn't he?
Pulling away 2.1 seconds. Gained half a second on Fabio Power there. So yeah, 44.4 in the race. Very, very impressive. I was test driving the Ford recently around here, and I was able to go to a 45.8 on mediums. Not that impressive, but Consul is slightly slower car. He's really getting in his groove here. I'm looking forward to seeing how the McLaren does during the course of the race, and I'll be looking forward to seeing his lag.
Oh, he said another impressive lap time here with a 44.5. Like the tire wear and fuel consumption, that's quite impressive.
Indeed.
But I guess it also shows you that Constant's trying to push on his sim, so maybe he's going to quit quite early. So we should also keep an eye on that one.
We should. Yeah, I can't say this seriously, but now this is what I was saying in the pre-race show, Mikail. The McLaren is the best car in Group 3 on tyres. I know it's got a little bit of acceleration problems. I know not everyone finds it particularly, let's say, friendly car to get high speed out of, but look how much better tyres he has already than Fabio Zoya in the Porsche. But
I mean, it could also be with the way these guys are driving the cars here. Like, if you're maybe trying to turn too much into a corner.
Yeah, you can see his Fabio's steering inputs. I mean, he's not really looking after the tyres at the moment, let's say that much. And just because I want to be like Z-Tech, Tom and Jimmy, let's do a lap of everybody on board here. Because if you watch the World Series broadcast, like World Series 1, 2, 3, etc., they often show the replays from inside the cars. So let's do a lap on board with Fabio in the Porsche.
Inside in the tunnel we go in order to start a lap on the straight line right next to the barbecues on the right hand side. Oh, I wish I would have. I could join them. But here we go, we're entering into turn 1 here, which is a really tight right-hander. Oh, a slight drift on this side here. Here you have to try to accelerate as early as you can here, but be really careful of not hitting the wall on the left-hand side. And here it's pretty much a flat left-right left-hander, where you can also have a slight understeering if you are a bit not careful here. So in this corner here, another hairpin, you have to be really careful here as well. And we're also going to start the sector 2 here. You can also misjudge the entry for this corner easily. As for this corner, you have to be careful of not driving too wide on left hand side because that gives you a penalty. As for this here, entering the little tunnel, which also exists in real life, if some of you didn't know that. After that, entering the final part of sector 2 before heading to the second bridge, I believe. And then it looks pretty smooth so far, to be honest, this lap. So he's also trying his best to keep up with Consta. And then here we are entering the final, it's the second last part of the tunnel here. Trying, not to run too wide here because you have to try to get a really good exit of this corner here.
Indeed, that's a really challenging.
If you hit one of those cones, then you're going to compromise a lot of exit speed here. And yeah, pretty much you're going flat out here till the start finish line, and that's a lot at Grand Valley Highway.
Indeed. Yeah, so we see Cons is just in his rhythm here, gaining about half a second a lap there on his compatriots, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And interesting, EOD Iqbal's decided to pit off the mediums lap. Only 5 laps on the mediums, Mikail. This will be an interesting one. I'll see what he does now.
Oh, I wonder if we are going to see a lot of soft spins during this race.
Refuel as well. Yeah, I'm thinking probably. I to be honest, have been studying, so I don't exactly know the strategy, but I'm guessing it's about 4 stops, maybe even 5. We'll see. Pit loss doesn't seem to be very big here, and as we see, Hypers has managed to get the run on Iqbal, started on the hards and transferred into the mediums. Be interested to see how this Nissan does. Nissan, of course, so yeah, I think this is October 2022 we got this wonderful 2018 R35. I think that this car, like, I'm not really a FR specialist, that's more yourself, Mikail, people like the Frenchies, Frenchie World Finest, but this car is just so pleasant to drive, so I've got a soft spot for the 18 just because it's like a little bit of an underdog, always, because let's say this car is deeply overlooked because of the 2013 Nissan, which has just been, well, I don't know how to politely say, it's just been a little bit unbalanced, but this week's BOP change has really put it back in with the other cars, which is very nice to see. But yeah, I'm interested to see Matteo Esteves, who has a lot of experience with this car, because of course this is in the Monaco World Finals, the vehicle he drove. I'll be very interested to see what he's able to extract out of this one.
Yeah, as you also said it before, like, this car was really overlooked because of the 13 GTR earlier. And in my opinion, even if this car was overlooked, this car was anything but bad. It has really good tire wear, it also has like really good fuel consumption.
Oh, is he nearly bins it there?
Yeah, that's true. Oh! Wow, that was quite close. And in my opinion, I was so happy to finally drive the GTR, which has downforce for the corners. So it's a pleasure to drive this car.
Yeah, just a very gracefully overlooked car. Like, I think the 18 GTR, the Bentley Continental, Genesis, and the M6, they're all they're actually quite balanced. Those 3 cars. It's quite sad. FR can actually be quite I think the Nissan's just a testament of how FR can actually be quite a satisfying experience to drive. Like, those 3 cars are just very, very, very pleasant, and they're actually deeply overlooked. Like, as you said, Mikail, Nissan deeply overlooked, but as we've seen, like, people like Mehdi Afidi, they've really shown what the car's worth in the Gran Turismo World Series, for example, at Autopolis in the Group 3. Like, just in general, I think it's nice to see that the 18 Nissan is finally going to be used a little bit, because with the Nissan 13's 2% power nerf, it's been, how should I say, it's been, in my opinion, I think they're now exactly balanced, the 18 and the 13, so I think now people are going to finally start to appreciate and stop overlooking this wonderful car. Anyway, let's see how... sorry, Mikail, you were saying?
No, it's all good. I'm just letting Matthew know that he's invisible to the other guys on the track, so that he's also worth it.
Crap. So, yeah, no, if the race does get cancelled, we'll have Karim call us and... Yeah, indeed. So yeah, twice as good. Yeah, no, this is another thing about Gran Turismo 7. I think one of the community's gripes about the game is just the strength of the dirty air and all honesty. I don't know. Obviously, we see Konstantinos is, like, for example, he's steering so much slower. He's not even turning fully. Like, one of the key capabilities you must have in a 2-hour endurance race is tyre wear, and just like smoothness, consistency, fluidity in the inputs. And yeah, I mean, I think look how slowly he's steering there. So he's already got the best car on tyre wear in Group 3, and he's just driving it beautifully, if I'm brutally honest. It's very nice to see. In the space of 7.5 laps, although of his, like, he has pulled out 3.7 second lead to the Porsche 911, which, yeah, look, I mean, Fabio's just much more on edge in his driving style. Just really, yeah, Porsche, you do have to overdrive it to get the performance, but that factors even more with the McLaren with how that car's set up. So I think that just shows that, I think just comparing the two, really shows the merits of just consistency and fluidity in your inputs, as Constance demonstrating so well here.
Yeah, and you also have to add that Constance is one of the best drivers in Gran Turismo at the moment, so of course he has the knowledge in taking care of his tires, but we shouldn't also overlook the other competitors here at the grid as well. I mean,
indeed.
We also look at KCR right now. I mean, he started the race from P last, but he's already up to P6 on the grid.
Yeah, nice actually. He's pulling about 3 or 4 tenths a second towards Marco Albertini in the Mercedes-Benz on the hard tyre. Like, it'd be nice. Obviously, as we said, I think this will be his hardest race he's done. Yeah, but like, so this was 2020 mid. So this is like my first couple races in top split. I remember how daunting it was, and I was actually rubbish. I even finished last by 5 seconds in my first, well no, not my first actually, my second manufacturer's top split race. Yeah, but there's so much, I think, for Wahoo's philosophy here, just or approach in general, he just needs to find some satisfaction of just driving around with people who perhaps have a higher skill level than him at the moment, just so he learns and understands what he can do better for next time. Like, there's absolutely no shame in coming last. Like, I've been there so many times, and yeah, I think I'm really looking forward to see if he's able to perhaps perform do an underdog kind of performance here. I really am.
Yeah, same here. Because I also remember like the first couple of days where I started as a sim racer back then in Gran Turismo 6. Obviously, as we didn't have the World Series or like the old FIA Championship, there were only like either the seasonal events or like the league races, mainly hosted from GT Final. And there I used to compete in the Formula Gran Turismo Championship alongside my other Team Headline members and some of the other really fast players from Gran Turismo 6. And there I also started to learn like the race craft, to practice my race pace, the consistency, and also trying to manage my tire compound. My fuel consumption wasn't really that big of an issue there, because you were not able to adjust the fuel map in that game. However, you still need to try and be as smooth as possible, so that you could also, maximize your stint, and also like the performance in the brakes. And this also helped me quite a lot, because in order to improve yourself, you need to drive against faster players, or like against the very fastest players from the game. So you need to try to analyze them, try to see, okay, they did something differently in that corner, so you can maybe try to copy that on yourself. And by doing so, you can you can improve your own performance. And hopefully, KCF can also do that, and maybe we're also going to see him in the championship later on. I mean, as I said it before, like during the practice session, he showed some really promising performance, and he also managed to close the gap down to Mark in front of him by quite a lot. So let's see.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward. Like, I really do. Obviously, he goes a little bit wide there. Just like, so it was nice to see an underdog, and you know. As Rami's big move down the inside did not quite work there. You can't send it back that far. As VQ Espoge joins my party, the biblical scenes here as Rami's trying to get past Casey_Wahoo. Yeah, he's on the soft tyre, which is a little bit more worn at this point, so it might not be the easiest thing in the world to get past his compatriots. I want to see he touched the wall a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it's let's follow on board with Rami for a couple corners.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight battle. I mean, a freeway battle for P5 at lap time, or like at the end of lap time at least.
Indeed.
So let's see. Ooh, and now Casey having the slipstream of Mark in front of him, whereas Ramsey has the double slipstream in fact. So maybe we're going to see a three wides.
As Marco dips onto the pits off the hard tyre, so I think it's distinct from the distinct driver. That he's going to be trying to do a few stops, because he's really extended this hard stint. He's done 10 laps, whereas others have just immediately got rid of it. Hard tyres lava in GT World Series most of the time. Back in the day when the pits loss was like only 5 or 6 seconds, hard tyres lava. But what I really like about the endurance race, Mikail, is just like how much of a bigger a factor a tyre and fuel consumption of the car plays, like, you can have so many different strategies here, and that's what, obviously it's a little bit of a slow burner compared to other races we've seen in the past, but I really think it will be quite exciting to see just different approaches to this one.
Yeah, I completely agree with you here, and also to add to the fact here that you can also think smartly here, because as I said it quite early, like I think even during the qualifying session.
Oh no, chat! Oh no, chat!
No,
We've lost the broadcast of him, chat. You know what?
Okay,
You know what? This is
Marco.
the most reasonable. Let's say. Let's make most reasonable assumption from this. Let's just say the satellite dish got hit by aliens. Oh, that's a shame to see. Let's see if.
Okay, how many?
Oh
guys
no,
do we
Fabio
have in the
apparently.
pits
So
now?
Fabio's finally 10 laps or. Wow, that's a lot more tyre wear than Consta. Let's see how far he takes these soft tyres. But it looks like he can really get quite a long stint out of them. Wow, that's quite disappointing how many cars are in the pit lane. Our satellite dish isn't working very well, but yeah. It is what it is. The race has not been red flagged yet. We haven't been told that yet. But, yeah.
So like, how many guys do we have in the pits now? I think it's Marco and Matthew so far, right?
Marco, Matthew. I think it's just Iqbal. Iqbal,
as
Marco.
well.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, you can see he's doing some good lap times. Matthew Williams, he's doing a 44.8 on the soft tyres with the BMW M6. So that's pretty good pace going. I'll be curious to see if the satellite dish comes back in an hour and a half. I'll be curious to see where he ends up. But yeah, I'm afraid that's what we're going to have to work with in a minute. It's a real shame.
To just clarify it, we have 3 people in the pits now, right?
We might have. You know what, Mikail? I think we're gonna. Obviously, I think this is just gonna happen. You know what? I mean, we need.
Who else is in the pits? We have Matthew. We have.
We got
Iqbal,
Karim
we
in the
have-
pits. Karim in the pits. Let's see if he's able to come out. No. Guy, chat. I think we have to do 30 laps of Trial Mountain here, chat. I can't commentate on this.
I think we have to.
Karim.
So we have Catfish, Big
Red
Bro,
flag. Red
Marco.
flag. Red flag. No, Karim, I'm sorry, man. We have to red flag. I know this is everyone's been waiting about 9 years for this track to come back, but we have to red flag the race. I'm sorry. Like if literally everyone's coming off onto the pits, like it's just. A, it's incredibly boring on the commentators. B, it's not fair on the other drivers. Fair and visible, causing accidents. If I'm brutally honest, I think the red flag needs to be waved here. 30 laps of Trial Mountain's a very good track as well to do a little strategy race on, of course. But yeah, chat. I think we're gonna have to red flag this one.
Well, how are we going to determine the...
Yeah, it's a red flag. It's a red flag, chat. Red flag. Red flag. Yeah, Karim's pulled out the race. Yeah, it's a red flag here, chat. It's a red flag. I'm really sorry because I really wanted to have like a beautiful little strategy enduro here, like such a legendary track. But this little shortcoming from the development of this track it's a real shame. But yeah, Trial Mountain is a really it's a universally loved track. I think Trial Mountain, when that came out, that was much less controversial in its redesign. So yeah, no, I don't think we haven't got a bad backup here.
But if you're going to do the 30 laps of Trial Mountain now, how are we going to determine the grid order? Is there going to be
Grid
another
order will be
qualifying
determined by
session?
qualifying.
Okay, understood.
So yeah, I got the screenshots from qualifying, so we'll be able to. Oh, that's honestly such a real shame. It's
Yeah,
late.
it is.
Oh dear, Con's is just weird chat flexing on us. You know, like he's gonna be
Maybe we should kick him.
yeah. Past your bedtime, mate.
Nah, I was joking.
That's a real shame. Now we're going to do the 30 laps of Trial Mountain. Why is Consta and Hypers continuing?
I have no idea. Wait, Consta, it's late for me.
Oh, Consta, man. Okay, we'll give everyone time, honestly. Bish. Nah, you know what, Mikail? I think... So in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, talking to all the people who participate in the online World Series, the combinations were told to them with like 15 minutes notice, which obviously it's quite difficult to prepare for those. So, of course, we had to do this back up at Trial Mountain. I'll be very, very excited, Mikail, to see just how quickly people can adapt to this Trial Mountain layout.
Yeah, same here.
So,
of course, like last year, we have also seen this track occurring at the Salzburg World event for the Grand Finals. And there we were also able to see a little glimpse in what kind of endurance race this track can produce for the competitors. And we've also seen quite an amazing finish to that race as well, so...
yeah.
Yeah.
It was very... I have to say, considering the race was, what, 48 laps long, that's more than 90 minutes. That race had me, like, tense the whole time. Like, it was really... just the differences in strategy and how it all came together with like Mercedes-Benz versus Subaru towards the end, the Mazda having a late charge, the people that started the softs at the beginning falling back towards the end. Like, just because it's a long race doesn't mean it's not very exciting, and I think Trial Mountain is very good for lateral racing as well. So I'm really, although we really wanted to see how Grand Valley would demonstrate a race to us, I'm very much looking forward to this 30 lapper at Trial Mountain.
No, same here.
Oh, no, not... yeah, 30. We'll give them... I hope we can start at ASAP as well, because just so we don't keep the chat waiting too much. Wow, that's a subscriber increase. Thanks, guys. No, guys, I'm really grateful, and thank you. We've had like consistently like viewers in the teens. Like, I'm really grateful for this. Not ever have I had this. I know I've got a very special guest with me today, but I really appreciate everyone here.
Yeah, it's quite stacked here, isn't it?
Well, no, it's nothing to compared to your live streams, Mikail, always having like hundreds. But yeah.
No. As for myself, it's also not a lot, especially the quality of my stream isn't the best either, unfortunately. So...
Slows, look, I really appreciate the sub, Nate. Like, actually, can I do a little bit of a Key 25 plugin? If we can get to 100 subscribers towards the end, I'll buy everyone a month of Discord Nitro.
Oh.
No. Well, I know everyone is though. That's a little problem.
You heard him, chat. You heard him.
Yeah, I heard it, chat. Yeah, no, this is quite embarrassing. I was refilling my Nitro on the 9th of February, but here's the thing. Without checking, I accidentally bought a gift instead of my month subscription. So embarrassing. So I had to give it to VQS_Floris because he was like first come, first serve, and yeah, I mean, his most taste is absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry. Oh no, is everyone stuck in the... Hang on. Is everyone stuck in the pits? Let me just do it. Come on, Tidge, load. Am I stuck in the pits? Oh, I think I'm stuck in the pits here, chat. TGT is working. Guys, we're gonna have to reboot the lobby. No, Prez, we're not doing Daytona. I hate Daytona. Guys,
wait, let me try.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Well, okay.
Yeah, I'm stuck as well. Wait, before you do something, I would like to save a footage of that.
No, guys, chat. I really know you guys like Daytona. I personally hate that track, but if you guys want to do Daytona, look, I would do a poll right now in my chat if you wanted to change the track. But look, I've been told by Karim, I've been given explicit orders that we have to do the race at Trial Mountain. Look,
Yeah,
no,
let's
Matt, can you get Karim in here, please? Get Karim. If he's going to allow a vote, then we'll do like 45 minutes of another track. But can you get him in this chat, please? And because I don't want to do something I have no authority to do.
No, Catfish just told you, new lobby.
New lobby, okay. I will.
Yeah, if you look at the chat.
So I'm gonna quickly reboot this one chat. Yeah, I'm really sorry, chat, but we didn't get a 60 lapper at Grand Valley.
Hey, that's quite amazing, isn't it? What a commentary so far.
I know. No, we're nothing. Or could we be better than Tom and Jim? I don't know, but whatever. Can't think about it. Okay, let's okay. Let's kick this off. 30 lapper group freeze week. Oh, I know why so many NPCs are joining. The lobby was public. Okay, friends only. Everyone's my friend. I have loads of friends. Okay, no, I don't. But yeah, here I've restarted it.
Okay, let me also join the lobby.
Nice one. Yeah, chat. I know 18 viewers. I really appreciate it, chat. I'm really sorry I had this technical difficulties, but look on the bright side. If you're here for the whole 2 hours, you're going to finish a little bit earlier because 30 minutes around here is what, like 55 minutes.
Yeah, it should be like around that.
Yeah.
If you want, we could also change the title of the lobby, because it's not Grand Valley anymore.
That's like saying, should we change that, the Lancer livery on the Subaru? That's similar vibes. Both American fictional tracks. But okay, no, my joke is dead. Anyway, let's wait for everyone to come in. Let's see if I can join the track. In the flood.
Okay, you can, I just tested it.
Oh, beautiful. Someone's whipped out the BRZ, that's cheating. It's only GT3 cars, my G.
It is a GT3 car.
GC300. Oh, I know Japan and better. Okay, yeah, close enough, like. Fuck the Ford on the undulations. I'm just gonna do a full lap here, just check it out. I'd be interested to see how the Ford, if this was a World Series combo, I would wonder how the Ford does here. I think it'd be very good because of traction and the top speed.
I think so too. However, I think it could maybe struggle a bit on the high-speed corners, like in Sector 1, due to its understeering.
Yeah.
But in order to give an honest impression of that, I also need to drive it by myself at the circuit.
Yeah, look, I mean, 279 going into that slower corner is really impressive for a Group 3 car. I know we got the wind, etc., but yeah, I mean...
Yeah, it is.
I mean, oh crap, as I hit that wall not very well.
Some guys from the chat are saying that we should be doing Grand Valley Sprint instead. But do we not have to
okay, Karim, can I call Karim? I'm gonna stop the car, I'm gonna call Karim, okay? I'm gonna go on mute here, chat. Because of course my supervisor, my boss is Karim. Okay.
Then I will ask the chat, so...
Yeah, no, just like, I feel like they're doing it because they want to drive that track, not because it's what my boss told me to do.
Wait,
the people want 25 laps of Daytona. Okay. 25?
Okay, no.
Okay, good idea. No, that, Mikail, I don't know about... I don't like Daytona at all from my personal experience, but one thing you can't deny is the Daytona International Speedway, phenomenal for lateral racing. So
Yeah,
I
it
look
is.
forward to this one too.
Especially with the dynamic weather we have at the circuit.
Yep.
It can also produce a really good racing. We should have done the oval layout of Daytona. That would
That would have been gone in 5 seconds, and you know, like we want strategy, we want a bit of corners.
But we would like to see some drama, right? Right?
NA drama. Okay, let's
Big drama, big drama.
oh dear. Just as like Vicomte to join the lobby, and I'm gonna. I like baguette. I love that. I love that.
Well,
I love a baguette. Okay, don't take that out of context. Okay, we're gonna load the 25 laps of Daytona here, chat. Look, I mean, okay, let me just do a little test. Fuck. You know, I'm not driving, so it's fine. Well, no, someone was initializing, so. Oh, chat. Mikail, can you just quickly test for me?
Yes, I can.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I can. The car is driving.
Car's driving. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, perfect. I'm gonna just do a quick test that. I can't think of a single track where the Ford isn't like showing potential. Daytona got the 36 in the test season when it had no power. I think Ford really should be qualifying this year. I really hope they do, because we haven't seen Ford at the World Final since 2020, and with such an iconic modern GT with the controversial but I'd say the good EcoBoost V6 engine, I think it would be really interesting to see how Ford does this year. I'm really backing them, and maybe I even take them for the official season, but it's way too early to make a decision with balance of performance changes, etc. But I will say this, Ford, it behaves very beautifully and it's very good at a lot of things, so yeah, we'll see, but yeah.
Do you want to qualify yourself this year?
Well, yeah, I'd love to qualify. I think I can as well this year. Obviously, I'm not the fastest driver out there, but yeah, we just need to see what the rounds are, what cars are good for them. But if it ends up via take Ford, I will really welcome it, because I really do enjoy driving the car. Mikail, how about you? Have you got any intentions to qualify this year?
So far, not.
That's a shame. That's a shame. You just don't want to show your talent with them.
No. Personally, I'm pretty much washed.
Oh, please stop saying no. Gee, that's not true.
No, like I like to participate in the exhibition season, but not to the official one.
Yeah, there's a very dramatic change in not just average skill level, but just like dedication and hours you have to put in between an exhibition season and an official. That's what I love about the exhibition seasons. They're laid back, chilled. You learn so much about, let's say, balance of performance, different cars, different tracks, but you're all just having a little bit of fun with your friends, but to such a high quality lobby. I really do rate the exhibition seasons.
That's true.
Right. Hey, right, okay. Conster in the Ford.
Interesting.
Everyone's
one with the Vantage. That's interesting.
Jay. Speaking of Aston Martin, I think they do have a serious chance of qualifying this year. I think the Group 3 and the Group 4 are very, very strong.
Especially the Group 4. Like once a fuel-saving race appears, then the Vantage is going to be a really good car for the circuit.
I'm just going to tell Jay he might want to go in the DBR9 then. Because no, I actually as well think that the DBR9's a pretty good little car as well. Very good little all-rounder actually.
It is.
And Daytona is one of its distinctly good tracks. Oh, it's meme time. Big up Jay. Jay in the Aston Martin V12. 25 kilometers an hour down on the straights, but oh,
you love to see that. Chat.
You love to see it, chat. Let's see the grid. Let's see the car choices. So we got Conster in the Ford. That's a very good choice. I approve of it. Matt in the Z4. That's considering he's starting in the 4th position. That's a really good call by Matt, in my opinion, because the Z4, one of the best cars in the slipstream. In Japan, in the test season, it got the 40 around here. It was ridiculously good at not only the fuel saving, but just slipstream. That 6th gear is insane. It's a rubbish quali car by itself, but in the race, I really expect big things from that Z4. Then we got Fabio Ford again. Perez. I'll be interested to see how he does in the Toyota Supra. It is one of the best quali cars, but it has got a 1% power nerf recently, so I wonder how it's going to do in the infield section. I know it's not exactly the best on the fuel and the tyre wear, but that top speed of the Supra, I think, will really be interesting. Jay Nord's... Everyone voting Jay for driver of the day, chat. You're in the Lamborghini, bish.
Oh, true, I need to cancel my entry here, I'm sorry.
Rami and the Supra again, same yeah, Ford and Supra, very popular. Mercedes-Benz, interesting. Back in the day, I was speaking to Mehdi, this was like 9 months ago, and he told me with such a passion that Mercedes-AMG can fight the Supra on the official season, and I was like, what? But let's have a look, isn't it? I mean, since then the Toyota's got 2% power reduction, so this Mercedes might be a bit of a sleeper, similar with the Z4. Insane traction in the infield, pretty good 6th gear. Mac is staying with the McLaren, Chad. Karim in the Honda. Is Valero still watching us? Big up Karim, yeah? And Duahu is taking the Ford as well. Okay, brilliant. So I think I will set the grid order based on the qualifying of the Grand Valley.
And Ethan also joined the lobby.
Oh, Ethan joined the lobby as well, isn't it? Is he allowed to race? I don't know. I hope he does. I hope he is. He's a very talented driver. Ethan with the 15. Ethan, Chad alert too much. The Audi's my favourite car, as I think pretty much everyone knows. Shame. I might take it for the official season actually, because I think the TD Cup is really in a good condition, and the Audi's recent 1% power buff in Group 3, not only was it critical, but it makes it a fighter. So we'll see just how the rounds are, but I definitely want to stay with mid-engine cars. I think ever since that critical, I think it was version 1.23 with the physics, the return of MR, just I love the MR cars. I think they are really skill demanding but really satisfying. So let's set
the grid. Shall I tell you the grid order again, or
yes please? Yes please.
Okay, P1 Constant. P2 is oh wait, Hypers is not here anymore, is he?
Oh yeah, okay, I think okay, that's kind of tough, just everyone you got in here.
Okay, then P2 is going to be Fabio.
Indeed.
P3 Press.
Press in the Toyota, interesting.
P4 Matthew.
P4 Matthew, Z4.
P5 Maka 27.
Maka, indeed. Ooh, McLaren might be a little interesting little car here. Let's see.
That's true. P7 Vicomte.
Vicomte. Mercedes-Benz, I think, as Mehdi rates the car very highly indeed, so we'll see how that works out for him.
P7 is Iqbal.
Iqbal Suji.
P8 is Marco.
Mercedes-Benz again. This Mercedes is looking kind of popular.
I also wonder what Mercedes can do in this race.
Likewise.
P9 is going to be Swissy.
BMW, Mercedes and Ford, very, very popular choices here. I'm very interested to see how this works out.
I wonder that nobody chose Chevrolet for this race, for an American circuit.
You know, not only oh no wait, the Jet. Oh yeah, this is real life cars only, but oh no, actually Karim's not in a real life car. But I actually think the Jaguar as well would probably actually be the best car for this, because the Ford, yeah, it's got the top speed, it's got the traction, but it is lacking a little bit of acceleration, and it's very difficult over the chicane. I'm surprised no one's taking the Jaguar, in all honesty. Should we have Mikail that would just whip out the Jaguar? Nah, never mind.
Speaking of which, Swissy chose the Chevrolet in the end. Okay, maybe
Wow.
he's watching the stream.
He's a... Chad, where's, okay, yeah, sweet. So then we got...
Ramster P10.
Ramster P10.
P11 Jaguar.
J.
P12 Karim.
Oh, that's a...
Fish.
Guys, we got chat, big news here. Constantino has officially retired from the race. I don't know what happened here, chat. Maybe his roommates told him to stop it for the day. I don't know what's happened here, chat, but that's a real shame we're not getting more driving from Konstantinos.
Yeah, he was saying that.
Matt, I'm trying to get this done as soon as possible, mate. Don't worry. BRB. Rip. Okay, no. Marco, we have to start. We start right now. At least it gives
you have the full grid order?
Yes, I got the full grid order. So I got, starting on pole position, I got Fabio Zoya in the Ford GT race car from 2018. Then alongside him in the, let's say, a little bit underused now, Toyota Supra racing concept. Then on the second row of the grid, we got Ray Krieger. We got the BMW Z4. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that car performs. And alongside him, we got Maka 27 in the Maka. What a Chad. Then we got TX3_Vicomte in the Ford GT race car 18. It's an all Ford third row. Then into the fourth row, we got Marco Albertini with the Mercedes-Benz. I'm very interested. And alongside him is Swizzy in the Chevrolet Corvette. I'm very interested to see how that car performs around here. Then we got Rami with the Toyota Supra again. And then we got, alongside him, the Chad of the day, J-Nord in the why don't I just call it Mercedes? The Aston Martin V12. Then on the sixth row of the grid, we got Karim in the Honda NSX Group 3 in Valerio Gallo's livery. P12, we got Wahoo with the Ford GT race car 18. Ford proving a very popular choice for today. And last but not least, Audi supremacy is not going to work, it looks like, for today, but we got Ethan Lim rearing the grid with the Audi R8 2015. I'll see you later. I'll see you, and we start this race. I nearly said the wrong thing. Okay, good luck, guys.
Yeah, I feel like Matthew may jump press at the start of the race because it's for insane acceleration.
Yeah, yeah, thanks for the feedback on the microphone. I'm expecting Matthew to win this race, honestly. With that BMW Z4's consumption figures and just power in the slipstream, I'm looking forward to this one.
Same here. So we are going to see probably quite intense start of the race here at Daytona. Do we have dynamic weather for this race as well? Matthew?
I'm not quite sure, Mikail, but it's lights out and away we go, and we got everybody in the top 5 starting on the soft compound tyre. That's interesting. If I was... Oh, Vicomte outbrakes himself. It's a disastrous start on the soft tyre. He needs to be making ground early. Then you got Iqbal on the hard tyre. We got Marco Albertini on the soft tyre. We got Swizzy on the softs. A lot of softs, actually. That's surprise. Oh, Jay! Having to really extract them. Nice move around the outside by J-Nord for P8 in the Aston Martin. So yeah, quite a lot of the grid is on the soft tyre. Except Iqbal. Except Iqbal and... Yeah, it's just Iqbal on the hards, it looks like. So that's going to be interesting. Iqbal has definitely got the prime strategy here. I wonder how long he can stay with the soft runners, because of course slipstream is king. You don't need so much grip around here, you just need that top speed. Now, I think Iqbal's really looking in good condition for this race.
I agree. And also, you have to use every single tyre for this race as well. However, if you have slipstream for this track, overall it's going to be faster, but it also depends on if you're going to battle the driver in front of you or not, or if you're also involved in a group battle. So yeah, like strategy is going to be the real key for this race, and I wanted to get to see some teamwork, and Catfish just...
Yeah, Karim's had a bit of a moment there.
But he managed to catch it quite nicely, so he's still like in the middle of the race, which is good to see. And here we go. Prez going for the move for the lead.
So yeah, this is interesting. Can we see? So Prez lunging down the inside in the Toyota Supra. Is he gonna? Oh, that's a nice. Prez caught the wall. Oh, and he's got damage on the front left corner and the rear wing. Exhilarating scenes here.
And Matthew is the winner of all of this. He managed to go up to P2, right behind Fabio Power. Let's see if he's able to overtake him, at the end of this lap here.
Yeah, no, I'm really expecting big things from that BMW Z4, just with the consumption, honestly. The fuel, tyre wear, 6 gear. I think Fabio is definitely going to have more issues because of managing the Fords, because the Ford chat has a 43% to the front, 57% to the rear weight distribution, if you look on axles, etc, etc. So, whereas I think the BMW is like almost a 50-50 weight distribution. So what this basically means is two things. One, the BMW is going to be much easier to drive consistently over a 25-lap race. Secondly, Fabio is going to be struggling a lot more on rear tyres during this race. I'll be interested to see if perhaps... Oh, is Matthew trying to go for the move down the inside? No, he thinks better of it.
Probably not off for the move here, I believe.
Yeah, and then... But I'll be interested to see what techniques Fabio employs to save the rear tyres. Maybe possibly even fuel maps out the hairpins. We'll see. As we see, Iqbal's had a massive...
This race is going to be a deep saving race. I mean, are the multipliers the same for this race next year?
Indeed they are, Mikail. They're 1 times and 2 times. So yeah, I actually don't think fuel's going to be an issue. It's going to be more on the tyres.
Interesting. Yeah, let's see then. Matthew not being able to overtake Fabio for P1, it seems like. Or if he wanted to stay behind him and to stay fuel. Who knows?
I was going to try and hang around the outside. Can he do it with the Z4's traction? No, he cannot. We might get the switch back there. He's got the acceleration. The Z4's got an acceleration. Matthew lateral with Fabio Power. Can he send it in down the inside and next corner, or is he going to wait? Let's see, let's see. Down the inside, no, no. Oh! This is beautiful racing, beautiful respecting. Matthew with the Z4 superior traction. Oh, but Fabio might have it. Oh, this is great racing here, chat. Sorry to talk over you, Mick.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see. They have to bear in mind that... They have to bear in mind that Prez is still in the slipstream, so they can't be battling for too long.
Yeah, this is also true. But let's see if Prez is going to have a really good exit at the end of the Harley chicane here. So that we can also stay within the slipstream and to close the gap to the leaders. And here we go, Matthew using the slipstream. Let's see if he's going to try and overtake Fabio for P1. Or if he's going to stay behind and maybe try to save fuel or even his tires. Okay, it seems like Matthew doesn't have the necessary top speed in order to overtake Fabio here. And here we go. Prez rejoins the group. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting, the battle for P1. Right, Maxime?
Yeah, indeed. Indeed, Mikail. Prez has done an absolute stonker of that, 43.2. In the GTWS official season, this was a pretty midfield quali lap, yet Prez has done it in the race. I'm telling you, Prez is underrated. As Matthew's trying to go down the inside again. Nah, no, you shouldn't really be doing that, mate. You got a very fast driver behind you. It's interesting they're doing that, but... I mean, I'm really... Whilst it's great for us spectators, not really smart for the race.
But I mean, we want to see racing, right? We want to see some really cool and clean racing on the track, which these drivers are also showing it on the same time. Yeah, and Matthew gets P1. This kind of moment here. And let's see if first thing you said as it's for his advantage to maybe try or to go with it at the end of this lap. Because the super is quite good at the straight line.
Yeah, no, I will say about that Super, it has had a bit of a battering with the balance of performance, 2% power off in a year. Like, that's not very good for a car which is so dependent on top speed, but I must say Prez is really doing well with this car, and is he going to go round the outside of Matthew to get P2? Is he going to maybe even get Fabio power on this lap? We'll see. Yeah, 43.5 again, that's really strong lap times. Yeah, I think Fabio, he's just not quite used to the Ford's handling, which is why he's, with all due respect to Fabio, he's an incredibly fast driver, but I think he's having a little bit of a defense job as Prez lunges down the inside. Will he touch Fabio? No, he does not. Wow, this is really exhilarating racing here at Daytona. Yeah, well, who's going to out-accelerate? It looks like it's a Ford with the traction and the aerodynamics. Oh, this Prez has gone onto the grass. Oh, I hope he doesn't. Oh. Come on. Nah, man, come on. You have to wait, mate. That was... Come on.
Stop.
I guess Prez is lucky that there's no penalty system or we're not stewards, but you have to kind of wait, mate.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. But the race isn't over yet for Fabio. He can still bounce fast. He showed some really good performance earlier, and I'm quite sure he can get himself a really good result at the end of this race. But we also have a good battle here in front of Fabio, which is like even, Ramsey, and who's the other driver at P4, 5 and 4? That's interesting.
Sorry to talk over you again, but yeah, J-Nord in that Aston Martin is really... I don't know how he's doing it. 5th place from the back. He's on the same tyres as everyone else. It's not a fluke. That Aston Martin is somehow surviving this. This is really impressive to see.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, here the Aston Martin shows us like the struggle at the top speed.
Yeah, and by absolute converse, you got the Toyota Supra, which really... Oh, that's nice racing between J Nord and Ramster. Acceleration in the infield versus top speed. Let's see who wins. Oh, and as Ethan tries to lunge it down the inside. Oh, he's got a half spin. That Audi very, very leery to drive. I speak from past experience. Whilst this is all allowing Fabio Zoya to catch all the way back up. But yeah, big up Ethan, really, like, I know this is not, as an Audi fanboy, this is not really our track here, chap, but he's still giving it a good spectacle here.
Yeah, that's true. And also with Ethan, a lot of our finalists we have in this lobby who qualified himself from McLaren last year. And yeah, he's also showing off that, yeah, Audi is also really underrated manufacturer actually. And maybe we are going to see some people using this manufacturer in the official season later on. Oh yeah, in my opinion the Audi is also like one of the most fun MR cars to drive out there. Like, it still shows the MR characteristic like for the corner where the rear wants to step out a little bit, but you can sort of control it. Once you nail everything, it kind of gives you satisfaction, if I can say that. Let's see, and here even has to run on J-Nord in front of him.
Yeah, Audi's actually doing kind of acceptable on top speed, 280, that's really respectable. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm such a bad race director. Yassi Prez gets on the inside of Matthew. Interesting, so Prez wants to lead this race, that's interesting. I think Matthew will not have any difficulties keeping up with that Z4's just all round. Oh, they both run quite wide there. So yeah, interesting. I know in all this time Albertini is really staying with them. I think, don't discount him, you know. I know he's quite slept on. I know he hasn't got quite the experience in top split races, but low-key, I'm interested to see how he's doing. The Mercedes-Benz is doing quite well as well. Looks quite sweet at the minute.
Yeah, that's true. And then we also have Switzerland people who's also doing an amazing race so far.
Indeed, with the Corvette. But yeah, interesting comment from you, Mikail, that the Audi can't qualify this year, and in all honesty, and with a little bit of partialness to Audi, I do agree. I really do think that they do stand a very... They haven't had this good a chance since 2020, honestly. So, if I drive it, because of course I'm like the only person in the MEA who like really drives it regularly, I might... Who knows, I might be able to, but yeah, we have to just see. We have to see, but you make a very valid comment indeed. The Audi does stand a big chance. Actually, he's doing quite exceptional on top speed. Like, look at it. He's actually staying with the Toyota in slipstream. That's no mean feat.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's also a natural aspirated engine here, and not a turbo, which also halves it on top speed. As you can see it here, he has a run on the Supra in front of him, which is Bremster. And let's see if even can try to overtake him here. It was quite close. For turn 1. But he's still staying with the Bremster in front of him, which is also like nice to see.
Very good to see. I think...
Oh, something happened to Cardio behind, right?
I think low-key is just finished for today. I think he's realised it's not feasible. Oh, that's a real shame, because he was looking in really good condition for Ford. I think Perez is going to have to send him an apology after that, because I think that's what's catalysed the rage quit. But it's totally understandable. I'd be equally pissed off. Yeah. Meanwhile, look at this Z4 purple in the infield and has that slipstream. I think it will be able to go very far in this race, because if we look at the tyre wear, the BMW Z, and let's not forget, Matt is on the pad, okay, so he's going to be, and Perez is on the TGT, so you can imagine a little bit of a tyre wear difference, but they have the same fronts, actually, yeah, same fronts, but it looks like Matt has got twice as good rear tyres, which is really going to help him later on in this race if he can actually go longer in this stint. But its little problem is that Toyota Supra is just, although it's been nerfed quite a lot, it's still pretty unbalanced on the straights. He's really struggling to stay with him. Oh, and Swizzy's got...
This track is also one of the best tracks for the Supra, in my opinion. Oh, Swizzy!
No! Perez is really doing good laps here. 43.3 on without slip, consistently with the tyre wear. Like, I think Perez is one of the most underrated and slept on drivers in the community. He's just... Because of course, he's lived a lot of his life in Lebanon, where the corruption in that country is unreal, so... And of course he's not willing to pay the government for his electricity to run consistently, so often he's disconnected, so he has less DR than really is representative of his skill level. So this year, now that he's really sort of fixed his DR, he'll start to be in second split and stuff like that. I really think it'll be interesting to see. I think he might be even able to qualify this year. I really hope he does. He really deserves it.
Yeah, I agree with you here. I mean, for myself, for the upcoming official season, we are going to see lots of new faces. I mean, not really new faces, but let's say drivers who are allowed to qualify themselves for it, which are, for example, Paul Ulra, Hush Racer, and I hope I didn't forget anyone. From Asia we have Tokari.
Oh yeah, Tokari, yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to watch the season this year.
Yeah, same. Well, I hope to participate and qualify. I don't think I'm too far off, but it's obviously not going to be easy. I'm still not at that level I really want to be, but I'm going to try this year. Why not? I'm still quite young, so why not?
Yeah, for sure. You should also give it a go.
Thank you.
There are also some other championship series out there as well, like the Nations Cup or the Toyota Cup.
Indeed.
So why not?
Yeah, no. I like my favourite. I don't know about you, Mikail, but I do love the manufacturer series. Yes, the balance of performance is sometimes a little bit polarised, but the combinations, just in general, the combination of the car and track, it's just a joy to drive again and again and again. And yeah, my dream would one day to obviously qualify with Audi, but of course this year I do have A-level examinations. That's why I'm thinking maybe other manufacturers like Ford So I mean, I'm not going to do a self-plug here and say I'm good enough to qualify. Only the results will tell this year. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this year. I think, considering where we were 1 year ago, the game has made absolutely amazing steps forward. So the excuses of not making it are becoming less and less. So I really look forward to this year. It's going to be a big one, I think.
Yeah, of course you should also focus yourself on the exams first, but obviously
absolutely, indeed, yeah.
Then you could maybe try to qualify yourself for it. And yeah, like what I also like about the Manufacturers Cup is we are not talking about the online championship, but more rather the live event. Like it gives you like a different feeling when you're competing with your teammates for a race. You can also try to communicate together, try to work together, what is a strategy. And for me, that always gave like the edge over the Nations Cup in terms of joy, like to enjoy the finishing series itself. And personally, I also prefer doing the Manufacturers Cup, but only if you're talking about the live event.
Yeah, I know. This is going to be hopefully a good one, but of course, let's not forget in the grand scheme of it, we are on a video game. Like, real life has so much larger priority, I think, for all of us. Because let's not forget, of course, we got a good grain of talent this year. We, as you say, got Kairos, we got Tokari, stuff like that, which I think almost definitely. Oh, Pulora. How can I forget about Pulora? But let's not forget these people are 18 years old and probably at the end of their secondary school careers, so let's not forget the examinations. Like, how should I say, whilst we'll see a new burst of talent onto the scene, let's not forget that these 17, 18-year-olds are going to have to prioritise their time elsewhere, so we'll see, honestly. But I think this year it's never been more competitive, it's never been more diverse. It's a brand new game, new gen, I look forward to it.
Yeah, same here. But also let's talk more about the race here. So we have Marty who's trying to overtake Matthew for P2 here. And Press just checked himself out for the lead.
Yeah, that's a shame. The Toyota Supra just looks like... I think what's nice is what data we can take for the... we can infer that the Supra... Let's not forget Matthew's on the pad as well. That Supra, yeah, it's a pretty much a missile on the straight, but it's struggling a little bit with the fuel and the tyre wear.
That's true.
But yeah, unfortunately, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's late in the evening, people are stressed out. There have been instances where the field spreads are a little bit, let's say. It's bigger than we would have hoped for, because everyone's on the same tyre. So who's the closest? Got Iqbal. Oh, big up to Wahoo, our underdog. He's actually doing a pretty decent pace at the minute.
And his tires are also looking pretty good so far, unless he put it at some point earlier. Yeah, and we are also like almost halfway through the race here. Yeah, as for Daytona, like of course we started during the daytime and now we are driving in the middle of the night. And this is another thing which I also love about this track as well, just like the dynamic weather. Of course, like if we had wet weather setting as well, this would make it like really, really amazing. But I don't wanna, don't really like complaining too much, but rather enjoying the whole weather system we have as well. And yeah, so let's see. I mean, for myself, I would like to see when we are going to see the first pit stops, apart from Iqbal who did it at lap 1 probably. Because the power of each car also makes it competitive to each other, right?
Sorry to interject, Mikail, but I just realised Iqbal, this might actually be a good race. Iqbal's really in the running for the lead of the race because, yeah, he's been setting pretty consistent lap times, but he is one pit stop behind everyone. Let's not forget... Before I saw something... Oh no, that's just a lap car of Vicomte. But let's not sleep on Iqbal here, mate. I really think that... Because, of course, everyone owes 2 pit stops for Iqbal 1. Iqbal's been free of the traffic has been free of the carnage. This could be an interesting. Oh, as we only going to have 8 finishes for this race, but yeah, don't discount Iqbal here. I really think this could be an interesting one to come the end of the race.
Yeah, and we also have to keep in mind that Press crashed earlier, like by hitting the barrier, where he also lost a little bit of time. And he also had damage because of that. Then he also had to try to re-overtake the guys in front of him. Of course, there was also another battle involving cardio, where he also lost time. And maybe he's also going to get a penalty afterwards. Who knows? So yeah, it's
I mean,
one of the favorites to win as well.
I do think that. Well, no, Prez is quite lucky, but in the grand scheme of this is a very laid-back championship, so chances are someone will make it out to be a racing incident and stuff like that. We like no stewards in this championship, but yeah, I mean it's a real shame what happened. But look on the bright side, he's lost a lot of time with all those collisions, etc. So low-key, it still could be an interesting race with Iqbal. Suji, of course, he qualified for TGR. It's an interesting one.
There's all the guys are spraying from each other, aren't they?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, no, we haven't even caught.
That's quite boring, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a shame.
You need to slow each other down. We need to see some racing.
Yeah, I'll throw from some bananas on the track. We'll see what happens.
Or maybe with my connection a blue shell, who knows?
Please, yeah. But oh, this could be an interesting one. Oh, is that Marco Albertini's had a problem? Can Audi go from lowest to podium here? Can Martin Grady use his years of experience to lift Audi onto the podium, one of its worst tracks he has? Why did I just call Ethan Martin Grady? I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, like, why is Martin Grady here?
Sorry, no, I just, you know that scene where he was fighting for the 3rd place at Tokyo? That's almost iconic in the World Series, that little tussle with him and Aston Martin. I meant to say Ethan Lennon. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, Ethan's out. No!
Yeah, you called it.
So just like in Tokyo, the Audi's gone perishing down the field. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm sad now.
You shouldn't have said that.
Oh. But you know... Oh, wait. Spectate. No, we're good. What's happened to Matt here? I'm afraid I guess we're only watching Prez from Prez's perspective then until this glitch subsides.
Oh wait, we have to glitch now as well.
I'll stop. But interesting, Prez is
oh, this is great.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, let's watch the point of view of the safety car. I mean, yeah, we're trying to gather all the guys so that we can have some good racing once again. Obviously, ha 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 ha.
Oh, shit, low key. Shall we induce a safety car? I'll ask her.
No.
No.
I mean, it's not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. Yeah, you're right. Well, technically, with Ethan's crash, Fabio's crash, etc., you could sort of pass a safety car for that. There's debris on the track, but nah, yeah, you're right. I'm surprised actually the Supra is going this long on the soft tyre. 15 laps. It's quite impressive.
Yeah, it's actually quite good. I mean, he still has to use the medium tyre compound as well as the hard tyre compound.
Yep.
So yeah, let's see. I mean, he still has like 10 laps to go, excluding this lap. So, but I think he has to pit within the next 2 laps.
Yeah, otherwise the tyres flattening up. Yep.
Yeah. No, man, that's quite unfortunate.
It's unfortunate that everything's glitched out today, and we've had so many retirees, but it is what it is. So yeah, Perez finally peels off into the pits.
There we go.
There we go. I'm very interested to see how where Iqbal's going to be relative. I think low-key Iqbal could come out in the lead of this race, honestly, because he's had the fresh air, he's got the good Ford tyres, he's got the softs. It's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to this one.
Hopefully. And unfortunately, we also lost the Comfy.
Oh, that's a real shame.
But also thanks to him for participating in this event.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. I mean, like, we got a good number on the stream still, even though this is a pretty, Oh wait, my glitch has stopped.
Yeah.
Pepe, wow! Okay, 2.5 seconds. Right, this could actually be a pretty interesting fight for the race. Got Iqbal on the Ford GE 2018 on the soft tyre, but Prez on the hards. This will be interesting. Because let's not forget the Fords are missed on the hard compound tyre. So if Iqbal can, because I'm assuming Prez to peel off into the pits is like for the medium tyre. If Iqbal can get into the slipstream and then he's got that hard tyre towards the end, he's really looking in good condition. So maybe even win this race, you know, because of course the Supra does struggle with its fat turbo. It struggles a lot on the hard compounder tyre. I think Iqbal could still win this race, chat. I think although the race is clearly deflated in numbers, we could still have a grandstand finish between these two.
Yeah, you're right. But we also have Matthew, which we also shouldn't be forgetting about.
I mean, Matt's a very fast driver in that, but I think the BMW is just not fast enough. He's about 5-6 seconds behind. This will be a... Jay's still surviving. The Vantage actually has pretty good tyre wear. Here's the thing about the Aston Vantage. If you look at its values, you think it's terrible on tyres because it's the heaviest car in Group 3, yet it's really looking after the tyres quite respectably.
That's true.
Oh, interesting. So Iqbal's going to continue on this soft tyre. I think the soft tyre could still be faster than the medium tyre, which Prez is about to bolt on. Listen, chat, don't go anywhere. I know everyone's quit, but this will be a good race to the end.
Yeah, you're right. And Iqbal also managed to jump Matthew.
Yeah, but thank you, Mikail. Yeah, very critical. Yep, very critical. Great. This is going to be... Oh, and let's not forget, J-Nord is just staying out for the absolute jokes and memes. Might be, and of course because the Ford is top speed, better tyre wear at this point in the race. Could even give Iqbal the slipstream, which could really be helpful.
Yep, but I believe J-Nord has to put at the end of the start, judging him from his rear tyres.
We'll see.
I mean, especially the rear wide is looking a little bit bad on his side, so...
He's still got, considering the Vantage is that fat a car, it's actually got quite good front tyres. Expected worse.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see what J-Nord is going to do by the end of this lap.
Yep.
He's also within the slipstream, I believe, or just within the slipstream, so this will also help him out quite a lot for this long straight line.
Yep. So yep, as you predicted, so Iqbal's continue. That Ford GE is quite good on the tyre wear, you know, he's bolted those on for 17 laps and he's got very clean... This is the one thing I noticed. This is the one thing I noticed at the Manufacturers' Cup at NURB GP when I was racing. Because of course, after 3 or 4 slots I got the result I wanted and stuff, but I checked the replay of who was behind and we had Alex Lopez in the Ford a couple places behind. I noticed that Ford, really strong tyre wear, honestly. Very competitive. Can go for very long stints as well. Yes, it's not a particularly easy car to drive, but actual wear on the rears is actually quite good. He's definitely doing much better than the Supra.
Yep, that's true. Well, this is something I also noticed about the MR cars. Like, some of them have like really good tyre wear. But of course you have to manage these tires as well. Like, you have to try not to overdrive them. You have to try by downshifting a little bit later than how you would normally do in a qualifying lap, for example. Then your steering input needs to be really smooth too. And yeah, like I think one of the unlocked cars which struggles a little bit with tire is the Huracan actually, like the rear tires especially. But even that car can be manageable in terms of tire saving, so...
Yeah. What I noticed is because I'm not even going to call myself like a BOP expert yet, but when I did a little bit of testing of tyre wears of etc., I noticed every single them, or even the Lamborghini, they're just like the aggregate, so aggregate total of total wear of the MRs is really, really good actually. It's just they're just more unpredictable when that wear kicks in because of the oversteer, but if you're able to downshift and like keep consistency, the cars are not actually that bad on tyres. Like for example, the 19 Audi Autopolis, of course we did not have brake bias back then, but even with the zero brake bias, it was able to do very, very respectable length stints on the tyres, and we could run them to flat tyres. I mean, yeah, once the tyres flat, it was horrible, absolutely undrivable, but the actual wear, like, it lasted much longer than you'd expect actually. And now that we got brake bias finally in the Gran Turismo World Series, I think we'll really see these mid-engine cars really be in such a strong position in the race, like never before strong in the race.
Yeah, that's a good point. During this exhibition season we can also see whether this is going to be a huge factor or not for some of the cars, especially for those cars who like to rotate quite a lot under braking. So yeah, so let's see how some of these manufacturers are going to be like, or are going to behave in those circumstances.
Indeed, I'm looking. Yeah, this year official season was very exciting. I think last year was always going to be a little bit of anomaly, you know, because of course some manufacturers aren't quite ready yet. Some people take time to adapt to the game. Some people, like me, had bad hardware. But yeah, first year is always going to be a difficult one. But this year they've had a year to refine everything. I think the BOP, just with how everything's balanced, it's really going to be a close, and it's going to be a really good season. I look forward to it.
Yeah, same here. Especially with that we also have like some manufacturers who are quite underrated in my opinion. Especially like currently, I feel like Citroen is quite underrated.
How's the Group 4 though? No one's really done any Group 4 testing with that. I know the Group 3 is funny to drive, but if you can actually manage the handling, it's actually very good. Citroen actually got the 40 in Japan this week at the Nürburgring GP combo. You can't do that with a slow car, isn't it? So yeah, I agree that the Citroen Group 3 is underrated, but that kind of manufacturer needs a Group 4, and is the Citroen Group 4 fast enough? Only you know, Mikail, as you're the guy.
I also feel like the Group 4 Citroen is quite underrated. Like, it has good acceleration, but as for the cornering, it's a little bit weak. I feel like, but of course, we also need to do some driving here. But I think we can also talk about the race once again. Mikail is still staying out with these tires.
He has to box this lap. He's sliding on the traction zones. That's never a good sign. So I think this lap he's going to box. What's the gap? 18 seconds. I think he might have overstretched these soft tyres a little bit, because let's not forget Ford on a fresh set of harder tyres. Oh yeah, very, very shaky on the... Yeah, no, he has to box this lap. He has to box. He's not going to do the next lap without spinning. He's losing time to everyone else. He carries on! Does he get the memo mediums are mandatory? I might have to type that in.
No, don't.
What? Oh.
Because we're only commentating this race, not to sit here.
Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. But yeah, Perez is getting some 43.6 on the medians. That's really good.
Yeah, he's already...
Yeah, but Mikail stretched the tyres too far, so I think that's what's cost him the race win here, chat.
Should have put it in my opinion.
Likewise.
Especially when you have a look on his rear right tire. Yeah, I'm just scared about the final chicane, to be honest. He's going to slide a little bit too much there, as well as at the exit. On the exit here.
Yep.
So, Oh, let's see, but we also have Maka in the box. We also haven't really talked about the other drivers, to be honest. I mean,
Maka's done a really good
of
job. Obviously, he's hasn't got the mileage and top split yet, but I have to say he's really been solid. And let's not forget the McLaren is far from ideal at this combination. It's got a pretty good 6th gear, but it just lacks the acceleration, I think. So that's why it hasn't really been at the same wavelength of the Ford. The Ford has to pit now. Unless... has to. But no, pretty impressive stint from the Ford. 20 laps on that tyre. Perez's tyres were at the same condition when they were 15 lap hold. So yeah, I think that just MR in general, very, very interesting on the tyres. Very good. Yeah, no, I think...
True.
Yeah, it's a he might have a good race at J... or J Nord still owes 1 pit stop. Okay, so... yeah, I think it's a shame.
Penalty.
Oahu, shout out to Oahu. When everyone else has rage quit and given up, he's shown the determination in such difficult circumstances. I think you can be really pleased with how he's performed today.
I completely agree with you here. And he also showed a good performance so far. Fortunately, he has a surface penalty now. I also wonder if he used the soft tire compound and the hard tire.
He has, yeah. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, he has. Only he pitted at the correct time compared to Iqbal. Okay, so no, unfortunately, chat, I think 4.6 seconds in 5 laps is not possible, so I think Perez has got this race sewn up. I mean, unfortunately, we're only the stewards, so, I mean, I think in all honesty, I think that little incident with Fabio, I think that would warrant a penalty. In G World Series, it definitely would. So, I'm only the steward. I'm not the only the steward, I'm only the commentator.
Yeah, I would like to lay myself back and just commentate the race alongside you, to be honest.
Yeah, same. So we'll just say on track, Perez is going to win the race. But it's a shame because I think it would have been a really tight one because I think Iqbal realistically has lost, what, like 2 seconds by just overstretching that soft tyre. But that's really impressive to see that the MR can do that much on the soft tyre. That's like, if you're a Williams-B racer, if you're, I don't know who else is at MR seducer. Obviously not me, but that's really encouraging for just MR drivers in general, that you can really, you're not at a disadvantage anymore in the race.
Yeah, for sure. Like, obviously, like, being consistent with these kind of cars is a little bit harder than with the FR cars. However, once you practice a bit, I'm sure you can also run consistent lap times with these. And the car is also looking really promising on the MR cars too. Of course, you'll have to manage the tires, but at the same time you have to do the same with course for the FR cars. So, yeah, it's really
well done. You're behind all of this. Well done. It's brilliant to see both drivetrains so good.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, here we have a high battle between
Perez and Marco so far.
Yeah, but unfortunately Marco hasn't taken his second pit stop yet, so he's a little bit out of position.
I see.
So yeah, but no, good on him. I think Marco's had a little bit of some technical issues, but at one point in the race with that Mercedes-Benz, he was looking really decent. I'm really pleased for him because, of course, he lacks the mileage and top split. He hasn't had the easiest time gelling with the Gran Turismo community, but he's just being around, like, not giving up, even in the face of difficulty. Like, he can be really pleased with himself, and considering he's in the Mercedes-Benz, which is nothing compared to the Supra or the Ford, I think he can really be pleased.
I think so too. But then here we have Matthew.
So yeah, Matthew, Marco and Jay are going to have to box next lap.
Yeah.
This will be an interesting race. Could Oahu might even get Jay here because Oahu's finished on pit stops, but Jay owes one more. Maybe even Marco at the end of the race. Could our big underdog friend Oahu, could he snatch a top 4, which would be a really pleasing result for him?
We also don't have to forget about Marco, because he's also still in the race. I wonder what the gap between himself and P6 is like.
13 to... It'll be close.
Okay.
Oh, Flash, I just saw your comment, mate. Thank you very much, man. Like, yeah, I'm a pretty rubbish commentator, but I'm glad someone sees a little bit of potential in what I'm doing. Yeah, so it's been an absolute pleasure. I know it's been you know, not the easiest day with how many technical glitches and subjective problems we've had, but nah, it's been such a pleasure. Like, my special guest Mikail is on. It's not every day you can do this, so I'm really grateful that we can do this.
Yeah, same here. Because it's also like something new from my side, because previously I've only been driving. But commentating a race is also like a whole new experience. And yeah, and also to do it alongside you is also a huge honor.
Oh no! Oh man! Don't make me blush. It's way too kind. But yeah, huge privilege, and yeah, I think commentating, it's underrated in how tiring it is, but it's quite satisfying. Like, especially when the race. It's a shame we've had a lot of technical problems, but this has been an enjoyable experience, definitely. So yeah, Prez's won the race on track, but I'm looking more interested at this battle between our underdog. Oh no! Penalty. That's gonna no. Oh, we might still get J here, you know. Yeah, don't discount. Oh, I'm crying. He didn't pit yet. I thought he had all his 2 pit stops done. Oh well. Yeah, so yeah, good little race by Iqbal from the back, because of course he had that massive incident at the start, but of course he started on that hard tyre. The hard tyre was a very good choice to start on, like as by default in a 45-minute strategy race. I am very I don't regret at all that we did this today. It's a shame we only finished with 7 out of our 14 drivers, but no,
yeah, that's true.
It's been a huge pleasure today, huge pleasure.
Yeah, that's true, and I also like to see so many big names and also new faces in the same lobby, and also trying to see that performance on the track as well. I mean, we have also seen quite let's say many battles on the track.
It was spicy at the start. It was definitely spicy at the start.
Yeah, that's true. What a way to finish the race.
What a way to finish the race. Dabbing on us all, Carlos Museum wins the Daytona substitute race. Now in second place, across the line, 180 degree, it's Iqbal Suji, with the BMW Z4 finishing a solid podium.
And
Marco, good race from him, 4th place, had technical issues but did a great job with that Mercedes-Benz. Then our Chad of the day, Jay, with the Aston Martin around this track, very, very well done to him. Then bringing up the grid, it's been a good effort actually from Maka, considering the Maka and the Maka, like the Maka's a hard car around here. So well done to him, and our underdog, who really he really gave all he's got, and he should be so proud. Brings up our 7.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone who made
Congratulations to everyone. I will save the replay and of course photograph all that. Let's congratulate Prez, Iqbal and Matt for a good race. Chad of the day. Chad of the day award goes to Jay Nord for the car choice.
And also, huge thank you to all of you guys watching the stream.
Yeah, no, it's been incredible. I know it's only 20 views in that, but to me that's a lot, so thank you, legends.
Press the legend button, chat.
Yeah, Mr. C, Mr. Casual's getting me my PSVR 2 tomorrow.
Oh.
No,
Wait.
don't worry.
Oh, okay. I really thought for a second you were about to get, what is it, the PSVR 2.
Nah. I couldn't really enjoy myself with the VR headset. Like, one, I look like a douchebag. Two, I just, I wouldn't find it. I don't think I would really enjoy it that much. How about you, Mikail? What are your thoughts on PSVR 2?
I tried it out once when I was in Japan, and yeah, it was really amazing. Like, even when you're watching some videos, the quality of it doesn't really show the real quality what the PSVR 2 offers to you. Like, the amount of detail you still have while using it is just insane, and also the whole feeling itself while using it. So yeah.
It's a game changer. A game changer if it has come to Gran Turismo 7 at least. But yeah, it's not for everyone. But yeah, I'm surprised actually. It's pleasantly surprising to see how little of a pace difference there is compared to like normal, let's say, ground view, etc. and the PSVR 2. Like, I'm seeing like on trend only 4 or 5 temps. Considering that's the first day, it's really impressive. It's just really impressive how everyone's adapting to this VR 2.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Yeah.
Like, I was also surprised to see Key's face with it, because I was also watching his stream afterwards with it, or I was also in the same lobby with him, and for instance during the Manufacturers Cup, and he was actually performing quite well with it. So yeah, so let's see. Quite an interesting tool, to be honest, the PSVR 2.
Indeed.
So I think that's also, yeah.
I think that basically concludes our stream here. So
yeah.
guys, I really appreciate you all. You're all wonderful people. Thank you for engaging in our stream today. It was an absolute pleasure commentating with Mikail Hizal, the Gran Turismo legend, the one and only. It's been a great one. So yeah, I thank you all, and I really wish you a great evening and great Sunday, great weekend, and yeah, we'll see you later. Ciao.
Yeah, see you guys.